from 2019, and then until 2022, which was in December, it was what I would say an on again, off again, very casual, nothing consistent type relationship. And of course, all that time, fully understood that she was separated.
So she told you that, or?
Yes.
Why did you end up meeting with him at Biscuitville the day after?
Well, he wanted to. He reached out, and wanted to meet with me, and so I just tried to find a. Okay. And it was at breakfast, so it was a public location that I thought would be appropriate to have a conversation. And when I was there, I acknowledged, that there'd been a relationship with him. I told him, but also that I understood that they'd been separated.
So was it just the two of you, or was she there too?
No, it was just the two of us.
Oh, okay. So he had asked for it.
He did. Mm-hmm.
What about where the lawsuit says that he said you offered if there was anything you could do for him, and he took that as offering some sort of political favor?
No, and I don't even know that was even said. What I wanted to do was, try to clear the air, make sure he understood where I was, and certainly apologized if indeed, with his assertion. But I was very consistent that I always understood that they were separated, and was shocked about this situation. But at the end of it, it sounds awkward. We kind of actually hugged it out, if you will, because because that, and he made the comment. He said in a way that he could. His comment, he said, well, that he couldn't be mad at me because I never made a vow to him. That was one of the things he said. And I said, well, I'd like to see us, just move on. And I think if I could, talk to you or anything, glad to do it, because I was trying to make peace at that point.
What about him saying that she told him that she didn't want to break it off because she thought that would affect her work in any way, or that she wanted to end it and you didn't?
She's told me she never said such a thing, because that simply is not true. Yeah. Not true, not something I would do, it's something I would submit that just makes it more salacious, makes it more of an issue there. But that simply is not the case. It feels like a lot of this is, frankly, politics coming into play with it, but again, we're still a few days into where we received this lawsuit, so we're having to work through it. But that bothers me a lot. But her statement's very powerful on that point, where she said that didn't happen.
What about the lawsuit accusation that you're asking other people for sexual favors, for political favors?
Totally false, right? All those comments, things to make it more salacious, to make it more juicy. I'm very offended by it. It bothers me a lot, and it's completely untrue. And I think it's important to point out with respect to Ms. Laster, the position she's in, while it's, a state government job like hundreds and hundreds of other jobs in the state, she doesn't report here. She reports to the judicial division and to the clerks of court. I have no sway, no control, nothing over that, would never try that. And so it's, his allegations simply do not add up. The facts do not lend themselves to it being accurate at all.
And you talked about her not reporting to you, but to have any sort of relationship with someone where they deal with lawmakers, or it's working in the same building. The ethics around it, or just if you should recuse yourself of different things like that.
I think, the rules that are out there, certainly I didn't violate those, and there's rules that allow legislators to date other legislators, to date staff. We, of course, have some staff members who work at the General Assembly who were married to legislatures. They work as their legislative assistant. There have been folks who've met each other in a work environment just like other places. What I think would be an issue is if someone were trying to use their position of control in something like that. So and again, that's probably why he alleged it, but it simply isn't accurate, and I'm glad that Ms. Laster confirmed it.
So have you had relationships with other legislators?
No.
Not at all? Obviously that has come up this session.
No. But at the end of the day, I know I didn't do anything wrong from a legal standpoint, that I believed fully that she was separated. But I will tell you, as this member, certainly going forward on anything, I will be much more careful and much more scrutiny for anything, probably even having a bite to eat with anybody, just to be truthful with you. And I think that's unfortunate, but that's the circumstance that I'm in.